Hello everybody and welcome back to another top 5, and today we're going to take a look at the top 5 horror games of 2019. So we're going to be taking a look at horror games that were made around 2018 to 2019. So basically we're going to take a look at newer horror games. So possibly you guys haven't played these horror games. I hope so. This is pretty much the purpose of the list, is to basically show off some of the new horror games that you guys have not seen yet. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I also got honorable mentions in this list too for horror games that I didn't find too scary or anything. So yeah, and remember guys, this list is newer horror games. So we're not going to be mentioning games like Silent Dark or Stop It Slender, any of those games, because those games are old and they're made back in the days. But if you would like to see the old top 5 horror games list, then go into the link in the description below and you'll see the old version. But either way, let's go ahead and get started. Slender Amended. Slender Amended is a game where you can choose to go to 2 different places, the farm or the forest. And during that, you can pick 3 different modes to choose from: survival, relaxation, or 8 pages or 6 jerry cans. If you pick the farm, you'll be chased by Kate and you have to pick up 6 jerry cans to refill the truck. If you pick the forest, you'll be chased by Slender and you have to pick 8 pages before they eventually kill you. The game is really fun and pretty terrifying, so give this game a try. Supernatural Apprehension. Supernatural Apprehension is a game where basically you have to survive until dawn. During that time, you'll be faced with 3 different enemies during the time, also dealing with Slenderman. When you survive a day, you can use your points to basically purchase items in the store to increase your survival. But be careful though, because there is 3 enemies in the game that will attack you and pretty much kill you during the process. And also avoid Slenderman at all costs and do not stare at him or he will kill you. The Rake. The Rake is another survival game which you have to survive until dawn. During this time, you're going to be chased by the Rake. The Rake will pretty much scream at you, chase you down, and kill you. During the time you're playing the game, you can also hear players being hurt, killed by the Rake by their screams of terror. Also, you can hear the Rake from the distance, which makes this game more terrifying than ever. It's actually one of the best horror survival games out there in honest opinion. When you do survive the night, you can also go to the shop and buy items to basically ensure your survival. This is probably one of the best survival horror games out there in Roblox, and I definitely recommend giving this game a try. Lightbulb Reallymination. Lightbulb Reallymination is a remake of the original game Lightbulb. The game is simple. You're pretty much in a maze and your mission is to escape. During your time you're trying to escape, you have to solve puzzles and avoid being caught by a creature that stays in the dark. So pretty much you have to stay in the light and avoid the creature at all costs, and also making choices along the way. The game is pretty terrifying and very scary, with the creature basically following you, stalking you, and watching you the whole time. And sometimes when you turn your back, you'll basically see the creature right behind you, and sometimes writes words on the walls to basically terrify you. And the last but not least, the phone, where you have to decide who to trust on the phone. The game is really good, really terrifying, has a great story, and I recommend it to a lot of you guys to play it, if you're brave enough. The Mirror. The Mirror is a short game where pretty much you turn off the lights and you stare into the mirror and things start to happen. When you stare at the mirror for a long periods of time, things starting to change in the room and yourself, and it's pretty damn creepy and very, very interesting. It's a one-time game, meaning that you can pretty much play it once and pretty much get the full experience from that, but when you play the game, it's pretty much the same thing. So it's a really cool game and I highly recommend it. Siren Head. Siren Head, just like the Mirror, is another short game where pretty much you explore around this forest and pretty much encounter a big giant enemy known as the Siren Head. The Siren Head will play some weird music while chasing you throughout the forest. If the Siren Head catches you, it will pretty much kill you and kick you out of the game. It's pretty much just another short game that you can pretty much enjoy with your friends and basically get chased by the big giant Siren Head. And it's really fun, and you should probably give it a shot. The True Backrooms. The True Backrooms, in my opinion, is one of the scariest games out there in 2019 when it comes to being a new horror game. The True Backroom is pretty much a game where basically you're in a maze trying to find the exit. While trying to find the exit, you have these creatures that will basically run around the maze and basically catch you off guard and kill you. The only way you can avoid them is by shining your flashlight in their face to avoid being captured by them. There's 3 stages at the moment. Stage 1 being basically very quiet and very big, while stage 2 is about the same way but no lights, and stage 3 is very dark and different, making it very, very terrifying. This is probably one of the scariest ones out of the whole list in my opinion, so I recommend going in here and give it a shot and see if you can beat all 3 stages.